Hey, this is Overpass Insights. My name's Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to share my app revenue from 2019. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of requests lately to give you guys a summary of my app revenue for all of last year. So I did the same thing last year in January where I basically took my daily revenue report and I put it into a pivot table, so I give a month-by-month breakdown of how much I made through AdMob, ad sales, through AppLovin, Facebook Audience Network, in-app purchases on both Google Play and on the App Store. And I'm going to do the same again this year. In fact, one of the biggest videos I have on this channel was how much money I make from apps, where I showed my daily revenue. And I think it was in early 2018. It may have been in 2017, but it was just basically to show you guys that it is possible to make money from apps. And it's really strange to do it because some people would say, I can't believe you make that much. What did you do? Which apps did you do? Give me specifics. Specifically, what did you do? What's working? What's not working? Right? And so they're saying, like, I can't believe you're making that much from it. And other people are saying, dude, you talk about apps every single day, and that's all you're making. That's it. That's all you're making from it. So it's either going to be way too much or way too little. So all I'm going to say is the reason I put this out is because people getting into the app market might not realize. They might say, oh, you used to be able to do it, but you can't anymore. And I'm just going to share it. So last year I shared my 2018 revenue. This year I'm going to share my 2019 revenue. And I have to tell you, it's gone down a bit. So let me just have a look at my screen here. So here's my 2018 revenue. So if you haven't seen any of the other videos I've done on this, every day we have a daily revenue report where Rowena on my team will go through and she'll put on a daily basis how much we make from AdMob. So this will be August last year, August 2018 rather, how much on a daily basis we make on AdMob, on Google Wallet, Google Wallet through Google Play sales, how much we make through iTunes, how much we make from AppLovin and Facebook Audience Network. And we kind of, I think over the last couple of years, we've kind of weaned ourselves off of AppLovin and Facebook Audience Network. However, we will go back to that if we need to, like if it starts to dry up. So the total for last year, we broke it down month by month. It was very consistent. We're making about $3,500 a month. It kind of dropped off in June. I think my big app was suspended temporarily, and I got it reinstated. And then so over 2018, I made a total of 42,000 pounds. So it was like the same as if I had a full-time job, except I wasn't actually working. I was doing other stuff. I was doing client stuff and bringing in other revenue, but that's how much I made in 2018. Now this year is different. This year it started out pretty strong, and then I had my big app was removed again, and it has been removed for the last few months. It was removed and reinstated, and if you watch the daily videos or the previous videos, you get the whole drama of all that. So I won't go into it too much, but here it is for this year. So basically, I've done the same thing where I've broken it down month by month. And you can see here in January, it was pretty much the same. So January, 3,150. So it has dropped a little bit this year just from the beginning. So most of it was through AdMob revenue. AdMob has been the gift that keeps on giving. It was just being able to do that over time. In-app purchases, 762. In-app purchases and purchases on Google Play and on the App Store, 201. So now the App Store, I've actually in 2018 with the GDPR stuff coming in, I ended up, and then also Apple was stopped approving everything because I had too many apps on the App Store. I did go through and remove most of those, so that's why we don't have a lot of apps on the App Store anymore for this year. But see here, we start off January 3,150, 2,799. Here, and then all the way up until July. So if you look at July here, you'll see that my purchases went up. At this point, we started to try something new where we took our paid applications and started running ads on them. So we started push the free apps back into the background. I mean, the free apps were still there, but we're running ads on the paid applications because what I was finding was we were still getting the click-throughs through Facebook ads, but like say if I had a cost per install of £3 or whatever, $4, the app was selling for $10, it was still making a profit. So it was all of a sudden things were starting to look up, and I started to look more at the in-app purchases than I did on the AdMob revenue. And then on the first week of August, my big application was removed, EarSpy, or it was called Ear Agent at the time. And basically Google Play came out with a similar one for Android 10, and it was just like a big thing. And I appealed it and appealed it and appealed it. They reinstated it, but that revenue never ended up coming back. So it was just, it was just what it was. So I'm still not happy about it. I might still be, begrudged a little bit, but that's what it is. So here, even with the big one gone, even with the one, my star app, my favorite, I love all my apps, but I love that one the most. Even with that one gone, the nice thing is I had lots of apps on the App Store, so it was still able to keep the revenue going in, and now consistently we get about £1,000 a month, which is, again, to a lot of you guys, it might seem like a lot. Every time I do this kind of video, somebody says, in my country, that would have set me up. But like here in England, not so much. So that's where it is. You see breaking down by App Store, in-app purchases. Again, like I said, we used AppLovin in the past, but I kind of just, the whole year, I was looking at it, we didn't use AppLovin at all last year. We have it set up through mediation, but we just didn't really bother turning it on. So that's where it is. Now, every time I do this kind of video, somebody says, yeah, but how many apps are there? So let me just show you that real quick. First, I'll show you on Google Play here. We've got, you can see, let me just filter out the unpublished apps. So Google Play, we have a lot of applications. I've got 3 pages of apps here. Some of them do better than others. I won't go into the details because every time I do that, there's like loads of copycats of them. But like, there's still a lot of apps on Google Play. So Google Play still is a big revenue earner for me. But on the App Store over here, let me just go to my App Store account. Most of them have been unpublished, so it's only like a few of them that have gone through. So if I go through and show you this, it is all statuses. If I say only show you the ones that are ready for sale, we only have 12 that are ready for sale. So it's kind of, most of the apps where we did have hundreds of apps on the App Store, they're not there anymore. So that's just it. That's a summary of where we are with app revenue. It has taken a dive this year. Whenever I talk about my app revenue, I kind of whinge a little bit and I kind of complain about it. And some people will say, you should consider yourself lucky because you still have the revenue coming in. But we worked hard to build that up over the years, and we'll get it back up there again. It's going through there. We still have some things we could do with the big application to get the downloads up again, or also other app ideas coming in. But that's where we are, and I just wanted to share that with you. For those of you guys who are willing to share your app revenue, I would love to see you guys do a video of that because for the community, and post a link to it in the description. Or if you don't want to do a video, just put some of your stats there in the comments too, because it's always good to see how we do. Now we're not allowed to show how much RPMs we're making from AdMob, so I'm not able to tell you how many impressions we've had. I'm not able to tell you a lot of things because that's all secret. But in terms of the revenue, I can show you my daily revenue report and that. So anyway, that's it. That's it for today. We do have the live stream tonight at 5 o'clock. Every Friday night we do our live stream. We talk about a lot of this stuff. We look at each other's apps. So if you've never joined us on our live stream, please do that. And anyway, that is it for today. I will talk to you guys again on Monday.